Introducing first, making his return to an Inspire Pro ring from Tacoma, Washington, he is the international king of swerve, Shane Strickland. And from New Orleans, Louisiana, Stroke Daddy, Absolute Ricky Starks.
It does. We've seen it all night long. You know, the sweat, you know, the ropes getting sweaty. You got to imagine that's going to be something. It's going to be on the mind of Ricky Starks as this match progresses.
And I also got to point out the fact that while I stated that Ricky Starks has had a bit of a resurgence here in Inspire Pro Wrestling, that's very much true. But also I think Ricky Starks is wanting to rebound a bit from a few big losses. He almost recaptured the Inspire Pro Championship against Terrell Tempo, but thanks to Tempo's chicanery, he was able, Tempo was able to leave with the championship, and Starks defeated. Now, Starks then was able to challenge in a #1 contenders match against MJF, who's challenging for the Pure Prestige title tonight, and Starks was inches away from becoming the #1 contender if it wasn't for a low blow by MJF. And that's got to also be in Ricky Starks' back of his mind. He got a little bit of modicum of revenge on MJF in that 8-man tag match at Battle Dreams, but I don't know if that's enough for Ricky Starks. He needs and wants a win here against Shane Strickland.
Well, and Shane Strickland has a move set that is going to be a great challenge for Ricky Starks. At the same time, Ricky Starks, great offense. I mean, both these competitors it's going to be a really exciting match. A lot of creative offense.
And very similar, these two, as you pointed out.
Similar builds.
Similar builds, similar attitudes as well. You know, they have this swagger about them, but you know, it gets to a point a lot of times in a lot of these matches where both competitors, when they've had enough, they turn on a new switch, so to speak, and are just a new level of competitive. As now Strickland using his legs to take down Ricky Starks. Almost a bit of a standoff here between these two. Oh, Starks takes him down. And Strickland gonna get a break here with this rope break.
Looks like a little bit of a feeling out process between Starks and Strickland.
Starks and Strickland now eyeing up each other. Ooh. Starks able to take down the leg of Shane Strickland. Very great amateur wrestler is Ricky Starks. The way he can just take you down to a mat and control your body. Oh, it's a top key lock here. Strickland trying to find an opening of sorts. This is definitely going to be a feeling out process here in the early goings. I think it's going to be the one person that makes a mistake that's really going to play a factor.
Nice takedown there by Starks. And now got that front face lock there on Strickland.
You got to keep an eye out for Shane Strickland's swerve stomp that he likes to finish off opponents with. Ooh. And for Ricky Starks, it's that Angel's Wings that has finished off numerous opponents.
Contrasting emotions there. Starks feeling pretty confident. Meanwhile, Strickland looks like he's already starting to get a little frustrated.
Now, sidestep. Starks able to hit a step-up Hurricane Rana and take Shane Strickland off his feet and almost off his game. And think also, this is the first time ever matchup between these two. They've never faced off singles, tag, anything. This is a first-time contest here at Inspire Pro Wrestling.
You're absolutely right. And so, you know, as much scouting as you can do, if you still haven't seen that other competitor in the ring, it makes a whole ton of difference.
And I think it comes down to scouting is what is also the point, because you know, when you never have stepped into the ring with somebody, there's only so much you can do but scout.
You saw Strickland go for that swerve stomp.
Roll through by Strickland. Step up. Nice head scissors.
And now Strickland feeling, now the tables have turned. Strickland feeling confident. Starks a little frustrated. You saw Shane giving that swerve salute there.
And that smile across his face tells the whole story. Shane Strickland has really grown a following in the independent wrestling scene. He has his fans, but Ricky Starks, I feel, is Inspire Pro through and through. He's one of the few competitors that's been here since the very first day in Inspire Pro Wrestling.
He certainly does, and Ricky has really gained a following, locally here. The Inspire Pro fans, they may not have always liked him, but they respect the hell out of him.
Starks now, scaling up to the top turnbuckle. A little walk from Starks. Strickland tried to sweep the leg. Nice take. Oh, Strickland lands on his feet. Oh, Starks though, catching Strickland off guard with that drop kick that was right on the money.
Huge drop kick there by Starks. You thought for a second Strickland got the best of him, but Starks with that drop kick right on the chin.
Starks getting a little, having a little fun here with Shane Strickland. Is now looking at him controlling the feet here of Strickland. What has he got here? Look, submission hold. Wants a butterfly lock. It's so innovative in the ways that Ricky Starks can string together these. Oh wait, I was thinking he may be trying to set up for that Angel's Wings. I wouldn't be surprised if Starks would go for something that early. Cover. Kick at it too.
Look at that innovative cover. Starks using the leg lock there to keep Strickland rolled up. It was almost successful.
And now Starks backing Strickland into the corner. In full control here of the King of Swerve. And again, as much as Ricky Starks has really proven himself, you got to think a win over somebody the caliber of Shane Strickland casts absolutely no doubt in anyone's mind, not that there was any before.
Well, not to mention, it could propel him back into contention for one of the
no, not again! Oh, thank God.
Starks moon.
Starks able to save himself, but Strickland taking him to the outside, onto the apron. Big boot right to the side of the head.
Nice combination by the King of Swerve. Starks on all fours, down on the floor.
Strickland. I don't know if it looks like Strickland may want to take this further to the floor. Comes charging again with the boot, and Ricky Starks may be out. He may be out cold right there.
Shane Strickland in full control of this match.
Strickland in the offensive position, and when he is on that offensive position, there's almost no stopping him. He's the king of stringing together offense. And now look at him just putting the boot down into that floor, that unprotected floor of the AFS Cinema.
Well, then at the same time, he was pulling up on the chin, almost like trying to wrench that neck of Ricky Starks.
And I don't know also if Strickland has any knowledge of the fact that Starks was treated for dehydration earlier, and whether or not Strickland realizes this and is going to try to use it in this contest. It's clear that Strickland wants to target the head and neck from what you can see in the early goings in this contest.
But as it also seems like Strickland's being very methodical. You don't see a lot of quick moves, and you wonder if it is a matter of he knows that Starks has had a little dehydration and just going to wear him down. It's a matter of attrition.
I think that's the thing with Shane Strickland as well. He's not always relying on speed. He is, though, relying on accuracy, and he is one of the most accurate strikers in the business. Ooh. Strickland now just pounding on top of Ricky Starks here with those clenched fists. Strickland now making his way back up onto the apron. What is he? Starks is laid out on that chair. I think Strickland's got something big in mind. Referee Alex Moroz is shoving away and Strickland. Oh!
Wow! Starks. I think Starks has had enough. Threw that chair right into Shane Strickland, and now Strickland is in trouble. He's in serious trouble.
In for the cover, quick cover by Starks. And not only he threw a chair at him, he threw an open chair at him. Those edges could have caught Strickland right in the top of the head or in the face. I mean,
and it looks like Strickland's favoring his right arm. So it may have caught him in the elbow or may have caught him in the forearm.
But whatever it was, Starks got what he needed, and now he's back in this game. Off the ropes goes Starks. Looking for something electrifying. Signature Ricky Starks, but that's not going to be enough to put away someone like Shane Strickland.
No, he knows that may have been more of just get into Shane Strickland's head that, yes, I can pin you at any time.
And also you got to think stamina comes into play, so every time you're going for a cover, you're forcing your opponent to kick out. You're forcing your opponent to expend more energy.
Absolutely.
Starks knows this game better than anybody. He knows how to play it. Now backing Strickland again up into the corner and chop. This is a game of chess. It's not a foot race.
That's right.
Off goes Strickland into the buckle. Strickland able to get the elbow out. Comes charging. Blocks a boot. Strickland now. Ooh! We talk about that accuracy. Perfectly accurate kick. And a German suplex.
Great chain wrestling there by Shane Strickland.
Strickland now trying to go in for a cover. Lateral press. But Ricky having to power out.
You can see Strickland still favoring that right arm.
And you got very much a divided crowd as well. And when you have two competitors that a lot of times will use the audience to sort of gain energy and sort of rally behind them, that's, I think, could play a factor here. With Strickland, just no nonsense here. Booting Ricky Starks in the back of the head and just a big boot right to the chest.
Yeah, it looks like Strickland's has picked up the pace a little bit. It looks like he's tired of playing around. He wants to get this he wants to get this win and get it as soon as possible.
Strickland eyeing up Ricky Starks here. It's almost like you got to predict your opponent's next move, so to speak, because they're so unpredictable. Starks are swinging wildly, but Strickland almost baiting him in. Oh, and a shot. I think he caught him in the gut, or possibly even the knee.
And now
Strickland had his full weight down on Ricky Starks' shoulders, but Ricky had to power out the best he can.
And now Strickland got him in the leg scissors with chin lock. Again, trying to cut off that air supply. Squeeze the air out of Ricky Starks.
Starks is almost trying to find some reprieve and find a rope or something, but he's slowly starting to lose it right now. Strickland, the full control. I don't know if he has full control of Ricky Starks though completely because he doesn't have that waist lock.
Well, the leg scissors have been separated, so he's got that at least, but still, like you said, Starks' arm securely around the chin of Strickland's arm, securely around the chin of Starks.
And the more weight Strickland can put down on that neck, the more air that Ricky Starks loses, and the less stamina he'll have to continue in this fight.
Ricky up to his knees now.
Ricky trying to shift the pressure here that Strickland has him in. Ooh, that'll do it. Jawbreaker. At the very least, will release the hold.
Great strategy there by Starks.
Fiery chop there to the chest. And another. Ricky Starks, just as accurate as Shane Strickland in those strikes. Takes him down. Wait, springs off. Tornado DT. Strickland able to push off. Oh my God!
That was a lariat clothesline. Turned him inside out.
No! That could have been it right there. Strickland absolutely almost decapitating Ricky Starks with that clothesline.
And it was a couple inches from being it.
Strickland, you could see almost a little bit of frustration setting in on his face and the fact that that wasn't enough to put away Starks.
Look at Strickland trying to get feeling back into his left arm now.
And just sitting down on Ricky Starks so he can keep full control of Ricky Starks' body. If Ricky Starks is going to have to strike, he's going to have to strike up from behind, and that's not easy.
Meanwhile, Strickland, with those clubbing arms, those wraparound hits around the face and head of Ricky Starks.
Now trying to control the arms here of Starks. Ooh, look at this, almost a backslide. Oh my God, look at that! Look at that torque on Ricky's shoulders. Oh my God!
Ricky Starks in a lot of pain. Those shoulders are being torqued in a direction they're not supposed to go.
Strickland is using all his strength imaginable to try to dislocate the shoulder of Ricky Starks.
And at the same time, he's laying on top of Starks where he can't get any air.
Strickland, it seems, is in completely the driver's seat in this contest. Starks has to find something if he wants to come back from this, because Strickland, he hasn't budged really since controlling this contest, I would say the last 10 minutes.
You're absolutely right, yes. It's been all Strickland here in the last several minutes of this match with the offense. All the momentum. Starks just getting pummeled with those knees to the midsection.
And nothing fancy, but it takes away every last breath of Ricky Starks.
Well, and that's the beauty of Shane Strickland's offense.
Ricky trying to get some space here between Shane Strickland so he can breathe.
Oh, a huge kick, getting more separation.
And the longer this goes, the hotter it gets, the harder it. Oh, Strickland, cross arm breaker.
Again, you see Starks trying to hold on, trying to keep that arm from getting extended. Trying desperately.
He still has his hands clasped, so Strickland can get the full extension on that armbar. Strickland. Ooh, Starks able to get out of position, but Strickland would control the arm. Open hand slapped by Starks.
And now shots to the midsection, now shots to the head by Starks.
Anything Starks can do to get Shane Strickland
and now
away
let's
from
start.
that arm. Oh, try for the Angel's wings, but big boot. No, half and half suplex. On the money with that enziguri.
That stunned Strickland. Just stopped him in his tracks, and now Ricky Starks trying to pump himself up.
He's starting to finally get some fire. Starks back up to his feet. Look at the look in his eyes. Big back elbow. Sends Strickland into the buckle. Comes charging again with the elbow. Clothesline. Rapid fire shots. Plants him with a uranagi. This could be it. Strickland just able to power out.
Another close count there.
Ricky Starks. I think, normally you think you have to stay on top of a competitor, and normally that is the case. But in this case, I gotta say, Ricky Starks needs to take these breaths, needs to take these, get his stamina back, get him back to as close to 100% as he can be in that department. Because if not, Strickland, could have Ricky's number. Big knee right to the jaw there.
And Starks inflicting more punishment on Shane Strickland there in the corner.
Now whipping Strickland off reversal. Ricky slides under to the outside. Slides through again. Catches him. Springs off. Plants him with a DDT!
Again, Alex Moroso's hand was about an inch away from the 3 count.
If that is the closest 2 7/8 I've ever seen, Ricky Starks almost had Shane Strickland put away there.
I mean, that is 3 close counts that Starks has had so far in this match.
Starks now.
And you wonder if that's going to start, that doubt is going to start creeping in the mind of Ricky Starks.
Trying to bring Shane Strickland back up to his feet. Could he be thinking the Angel's wings? If that doesn't finish off Strickland, I don't know what will. Strickland lands on his feet. Ducks a kick. Catches him with the knee right almost in the eye.
definitely caught him right at the side of the face, and now Starks is reeling.
Look at Strickland's eyes. There's that kick right to the back of the head. Cutter!
And now Strickland with the almost 3 count. That cutter was absolutely precision and still could not get the 3. Starks kicking out at the last possible moment. You see Alex Morozo's administering the count as both men trying to get to their feet.
Oh, but I don't know if Starks didn't even get to his feet. He tried to put pressure on that leg and he just collapsed. Starks now starting to stir a bit. But Strickland almost waiting for Starks to get up, waiting for him to make a move.
Starks with a strike to the leg.
And that was just a defiance move. It wasn't do damage. It's just trying to PO Shane Strickland. Rapid fire shots from both men. They're just laying into one another.
And then a huge knee to the gut by Strickland.
Uppercut, ducks a shot, ducks another. Spear!
That spear cut him in half.
No! Like a dagger, Ricky Starks went through the chest of Shane Strickland with that spear, and Ricky Starks doesn't understand how that didn't put Strickland away.
He's just so many close calls in this match. And now Ricky Starks is trying to figure out, what do I have to do to get the 3 count on the King of Swerve?
Strickland.
And
The crowd giving it up for these 2 men and their show of athleticism and their show of heart. Trying for the Angel's wings. Can he get both arms hooked? Strickland puts his weight down to stop Ricky Starks from powering him up. Tries it again. It's not going to get Strickland up. Now just clubbering blows to the back. Oh my God, what a boot by Starks right to the jaw of Shane Strickland. Could this be it? Could this be enough to get him up? Strickland getting some reprieve in the ropes, but takes Starks onto the apron. Now Strickland. Oh!
Strategic combination there by Strickland to get that drop kick to the face of Ricky Starks.
And Starks is almost limp. Starting to stir a bit. Ricky, I don't even think he can stand on his own 2 feet at this point.
I mean, it's the combination of exhaustion, possibly the dehydration he was suffering earlier. You just wonder how much he's got left in him. You see him trying to hit himself out of that hole and just didn't have anything behind those blows.
Strickland, what does he have in mind here? This could be the death nail. Strickland, he's got some bad intention. Oh!
Right on the spine of Stroke Daddy.
And Stroke Daddy, Ricky Starks' chances are done in this match.
Why doesn't Shane Strickland get him back in the ring and pin him, though? He's out. He can't win the match outside the ring.
Strickland. Grabbing a hold of that steel chair. I think he wants a little bit of retribution from earlier. Oh, Strickland is going to go for what he had in mind earlier in this contest, but he's got to get a clean shot here on Ricky Starks. swerve stomp through the chair onto the floor. Ricky Starks is done. Shane Strickland rolling him back into the ring. Could he be thinking of one more swerve stomp to finish him off? Ricky's starting to stir. There's a swerve stomp on the money! What?
Oh my God, he kicked out of the swerve stomp. Strickland can't believe it. I mean, look at the face of Shane Strickland. He's in absolute disbelief right now.
What the hell is in Ricky Starks' tank? Not only the kick out of one, but two swerve stomps.
You see Ricky trying to pull himself up over at the turnbuckle.
Starks.
And you wonder what that kick out again does to the mental state of Shane Strickland.
But also, I don't even think Ricky Starks knows where he is, because Strickland caught that swerve stomp right on the top of Ricky Starks' head. He's seeing stars at this point, I think.
Now
Just
Strickland
pulling him up by the nose. Strickland. Can't believe that Starks is still in this contest. Not only is he still in his contest, but he's doing stuff like that.
Ricky Starks doing Ricky Starks things. And now successive slaps to Strickland.
Catches him with a knee to the gut. Strickland comes charging! How are these two men still fighting? This, I gotta say, is one of the most utterly amazing competitive contests I've seen in Inspire Pro Wrestling all year.
Easily one of the best matches around. Both men just going beyond what anybody can ever imagine.
Starks still able to fight. I can't believe that.
And they're both on the apron. So dangerous right now.
Wait, what is Ricky? Oh! Can he get him in the ring? Oh my God, he hit the Angel's ring on the apron. Ricky, going for it again. Hooks him. Angel's wings.
What is going on here? Why? He kicked out again.
Ricky's almost sobbing. He's sobbing that he can't put away Shane Strickland. This is how much this match means to Ricky Starks.
Both men have performed their signature moves on each other and can't get the pin.
Oh my, wait. Is he thinking two pile driver? Spikes him.
And your winner, Absolute Ricky Starks.